Hey guys, welcome to the Garbage Time Podcast. I'm your host, Katie Nolan. This is, of course, our second podcast of the week. Tuesday, we released a guest-only podcast with my buddy, ESPN Cavs beat reporter, Dave McMenamin. Definitely check that out. We talked about LeBron behind-the-scenes stuff. Very interesting, so you should definitely listen to that. Today, of course, is our Pick Your Poison podcast, and I'm joined by producer Matt.
What up?
Hey, and producer Dave.
Hey, yo.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
And, of course, the award-winning part of our podcast here, where you guys are going to talk about your panties, so go ahead.
For sure. I mean, the Mack Weldon boxer is always comfortable, but also today I'm wearing Mack Weldon no-show socks.
Whoa!
Which you can barely see because they're
not
no-show.
showing.
Which is awesome because I hate that look, you know, when you're in with
This
spring and
look?
summer coming up. Yeah, like where you see
Like just that?
you see the gross sock coming up the ankle with sneakers.
Gross.
It's gross. But these don't show, and they have a lot of times like the no-show socks will just fall under your feet, and you start walking, and you're like walking on your socks.
Anything else about, do you got anything, Mack Weldon? I still love my hoodie.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
I have
It's
to
comfy,
wash
it's
mine.
soft.
I wore it every day for like a month. I have to wash it.
Yeah.
Sad day.
You didn't have to wash it for a whole month because it wicked away sweat.
Yeah, and because I'm disgusting.
Well,
Also
yes.
that, yeah.
But that's useful.
But Mack Weldon's
It's
amazing.
antimicrobial, so you don't have to worry about it.
It's awesome. They have this gel strip here, so that keeps it stuck on my foot, so it's not
Oh,
gonna
we
fold
wanted to
under.
get back to that.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I think it's
That is really
pretty
cool.
awesome.
I like that.
For sure.
Is that it? You guys
Yeah.
have anything else to say about your underwear?
No, I mean totally
Not yet.
comfortable as always.
Just
It might
update
come
me
up
as-
later. Yeah,
Oh, God.
it won't.
Guys, they want you to be comfortable, just like I am right now. So if you don't like your first pair, you can keep it, and they will still give you your refund. No questions asked. Go to MackWeldon.com. Get 20% off using promo code GarbageTime. All one word, no spaces. MackWeldon.com. Promo code GarbageTime for 20% off. What should we talk about up top? I've been going to a lot of hockey games lately.
Yeah.
How's
I
that been?
realized yesterday that in the last 10 days, I've been to all 3 New York area hockey venues.
Sweet.
Wow.
I know.
And what is your assessment of these venues?
Okay, Barclays is trash.
Interesting. Why?
Trash. It's just garbage. It's it's not made for a hockey game.
Okay.
It's just not correct. Like, I have a minor OCD, and the fact that the Jumbotron is not centered on the
Yeah.
ice is infuriating. My seats, I had really high up seats. They were my view was fine, but if you look around, you can see oh, that person has an obstructed view. Those seats are awkward. There's a section in the corner where some seats are facing the ice and other seats are facing straight forward. So you see there's people whose knees are touching that are strangers.
It's awkward.
There's an awkward car just parked in where there should be seats. There's a whole section that looks like
that car.
yeah, looks like a concert venue behind one of the nets, as opposed to, again, seats. It just feels like you're in, when you watch the Final Four of
Yes.
Yes.
March Madness, and you're just I feel like they're in a VFW hall. There's a weird
Yeah.
curtain instead of seats in some spots, and you're
Right.
where is this taking place? That's what it feels like. So I would say Barclays is at the bottom.
Okay.
Last night I went to. Also helps. When I went to Barclays, I was at a Flyers Islanders game, and I have no dog in that fight. So
Right.
Yeah.
just drank beers. The pretzels were dope though.
The food there's great.
I love
Yeah.
pretzels.
free
That's
ATMs.
how I like a baseball game. I will judge on its hot dogs. And everyone can shut up about Dodger dogs, by the way, because they're not that great. If
What are
Frank
those?
is much better. The LA Dodgers. They're the hot dogs that they have there. People say are great.
Right.
They're just gross. Anyway, tangent.
Yeah.
So I would say Barclays is at the bottom. Last night I went to a Bruins Devils game. They lost.
Oh.
Whatever. Prudential Center's cool. I would say it's the next one up.
Prudential Center.
Their pretzels were disgusting. I ordered a pretzel. The woman reached in, squeezed one, and made a face. Squeezed another, made a face. Squeezed another. I'm like, should I just bail on this $7
Yes.
pretzel? Because clearly you're saying that they're not good. And she squeezes one and goes, this one's all right.
Oh.
It's what do you mean?
Wow.
And I ate it, and of course it tasted like a plastic crouton, which is just offensive.
Ouch.
Just offensive. But the arena itself was cool, except the music they play in between when there's nothing happening was all the music you'd expect from New Jersey. There was a put your hands up. I was like, why are we putting our hands up?
stop
We are
telling
not
me
at
what
the
to
club.
do.
You're
Yeah.
not at the club. It's cold, so my hands are going to stay like this if that's okay with you. Weird. And then, of course, MSG, where I've been before. And it helps that the tickets were from Fox as a birthday gift.
Oh, very nice.
So we were in the box, and you can't ever complain when you get all that free food.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you because the last time we went to a Knicks game, we all went in the box, and you just loaded up on that free food.
Yeah, I still feel disgusting afterwards.
It was
I blacked it out.
But so yeah, hockey. The Bruins, dude. I know you guys don't care, but just they're about to just blow it like completely.
Mm-hmm.
They've lost 75 out of their last 78, I believe, is the stat.
Wow, that doesn't seem good.
It's like 9 out of 10 last 9.
Ouch.
9 out of the last 10.
It's about time for me to start paying attention to the Capitals before they blow it. Pretty excited about that.
Well, you know that you won the President's Trophy.
Yeah. So now's like around when I get in, and then they like lose immediately.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, this is why I don't watch hockey, because the Capitals blow it every year.
Yeah. And now they're definitely gonna because of the curse.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
Should we do Pick Your Poison?
Yes.
Let's do it. All right, reminder on how this works. There are 5 categories on the board, kind of like Jeopardy. I had somebody on Twitter actually me the other day and say, well, Jeopardy has 6 categories. And to that person I say, that's why the word kinda is, it's kind of like Jeopardy, to give you a point of reference, you dick bag. God. Anyway, I have no idea what's behind these categories. Kind of like Jeopardy. But I'm going to pick 3 based on category names that are usually pretty witty. Each one will reveal a question with 2 options for me to choose between. My producers are going to make their case. I'll make my pick, and then we'll open it up to you guys on Twitter to see if you agree. Last week in the Twitter polls, you guys agreed with me on 1 and disagreed with me on 2. So basically, I'm convinced you're not listening to the podcast, which is fine, I guess. God forbid you listen to the podcast. But be sure to vote in those, because, you know, what's better than participating?
Get out the vote. 2016.
Yeah.
This is what that's about, right?
Yeah.
It's about our Twitter polls.
Get out the vote. Let's welcome in producer Garrett. Hi, Garrett.
Hey there.
To reveal this week's categories, what do we got?
This week's category is kind of like Jeopardy, Katie. Carb ADM. March Sadness.
Oh.
Mansplaining.
Oh, God.
Boo York. And Bad Juju.
Ooh. All right, hit me with some mansplaining, Garrett.
Mansplaining. All right, Katie. Who is more out of line, LeBron James or Dan Shaughnessy?
Ooh. Woo. Producer Matt, whose case are you making?
So I am going to catch everybody up with Dan Shaughnessy, for those who haven't been paying attention to this story. Obviously, Katie, you saw the Boston Globe story. Dan Shaughnessy, who's a columnist there, he tweeted about UConn's dominant basketball team. He said, quote, hate to punish them for being great, but they are killing women's game. Watch, no thanks. UConn, of course, has won 73 in a row. They're in their 9th straight Final Four. So what are they supposed to do? Be worse? Like, are they supposed to not blow out teams? Like, they're unbelievable. No one's saying the Warriors are bad for basketball. No one was whining about Kentucky being undefeated last year. And I don't think Shaughnessy back in '86 was saying that the Celtics were bad for the NBA. What do you think of this?
I think he's a fucking idiot. I mean, he's known for being the worst. In that article, by the way, like, he needs, as a guy who's been writing a column for a real long time, he needs to be aware of phrasing. So maybe, Shaughnessy, we don't write sitting in my sweet hotel room near the Red Sox spring training complex, banging out. Like, I don't care if you were about to say banging out an article. No. I don't want to think of you banging anything out. Just use different phrasing. Also, if you don't want to watch UConn and you're saying that's why they're bad for basketball, there's a bunch of other teams you could watch of women's basketball. So don't say that you love women's basketball, you just don't love, like, they're not bad. Yeah, they're great. Yeah. The other thing is that, like, women in their sports, we were having this conversation yesterday for some reason. When women are good at sports, everyone's next thing is like, yeah, but like, it's like Ronda Rousey. Yeah, but could she beat Floyd Mayweather in a fight? It's like, well, what? Huh?
Yeah.
So, but then people shit on Rousey saying that she ruins the sport and there's no parity and that's why she wins so much. Not as relevant now because she lost, but then when they're really good, it's bad, but then they're not as good as men. So it's like women have to always be concerned about how good we are. We can't be too good.
Right.
Because then it's bad. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's like
I can't believe this is a take that we still have.
It's unreal. Like we were saying, it's like, yeah, Ronda Rousey's great at fighting, so it's like, but could she beat a man? Conor McGregor's great at fighting. It's not like, but could he beat a bear? Like, why? Like, why do we have to like? Why does the successful female get the question of like, but can she take the next step up? But the man is just like, oh, awesome, he's great.
I will say the one sort of silver lining to this is that it sort of made everybody kind of jump on the UConn bandwagon of like, wait, we're not going to criticize these women. They're amazing. Like, and everyone kind of refreshed on this incredible run, I feel
They're
like.
so good.
Yeah, they're incredible. They have the best player in college every single year. It's insane.
They're so good.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I find that fascinating, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's bad for women's basketball
No.
at all. You know what's bad for women's basketball?
What's that?
Dave Easton's cough.
I apologize for my
Dave.
cough.
I'm just kidding. For everyone at home, I told Dave to not cough during this entire podcast, which I then knew would mean you have to.
Of course.
Because the worst thing about a cough is when you're sitting in class. Remember in high school and you were like, oh God, I have a big cough. And you try to hold it in and your eyes start watering. And then you're like, instead of coughing, you start making strange noises.
Yes.
Stuff
Feel
starts
free to let
happening
us
into
out.
your like
Just
nose
kidding.
somehow.
Let's let everybody know Dave's a little bit under the weather. We apologize in advance for his coughs. All right, Easton, so you're going to take LeBron James.
Yeah, so LeBron just can't help himself. So he didn't play in Tuesday night.
He
lost
can
to
help
Houston.
himself.
Well, all right, so he didn't play against Houston Tuesday night, and then he decides, you know what, I'm just going to coach the team then. And it's like, he got David Blatt fired and picked Lou to be the coach. And then he's literally, as Lou is like pointing things out and talking to the players, LeBron is right behind him over his shoulder yelling other things and pointing other things.
And you know the players are looking
direction.
at
Of
LeBron.
course, he's basically, yeah, of course he is. So basically he's like, guys, this is the coach that I picked. And then he's like, yeah, but don't listen to him at all. Just like totally forget it. Listen to me. And he was like running around on the sideline. He was like acting out plays, which I thought was really funny. It's like, okay, we get it,
Suit,
bro.
dress shirt,
Yeah.
not tucked in.
Yeah.
New thing?
Yeah.
Is that
Maybe.
the new thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
I don't know. Fucking LeBron. Like, I can't. Everyone's like, oh yeah, but like he's the best player, so he can do whatever he wants, and that's why Blatt had to go, and now he got to pick his own coach. No, he's still not even listening to that fucking guy.
Right.
And like the video of it, of Lou trying to talk and LeBron talking, is like that debate, the Democratic debate, where Bernie Sanders kept trying to get the attention of, and he kept like,
Excuse me.
it looked like he was
Excuse
hailing
me.
a waiter, and it was like, wait, I want. Lou was like, I could, but if you go, do you want to go to the? Okay, LeBron, can I go? Can I get a word in? It was so uncomfortable to watch.
Sure. Yeah, and it's like
LeBron's
everyone's like,
infuriating.
and LeBron's trying to be like a leader. A leader would be like, hey guys, this is the coach. Let's all respect him. And of course, like you can like help here and there, but like a leader doesn't say like, yeah, fuck that guy, just listen to me.
Yeah.
Coincidence that the Cavs blew a 20-point third quarter lead in that game? Or no? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But I guess that's why you pick the guy that you hopefully will get to, like from LeBron's perspective, he picks a coach that he's like, oh, I can tell this guy what to do and he'll fucking do it. And then instead of even doing that, he's like, fuck it, I don't even want to talk to him, so I'll just do it myself. It's the worst.
I like imagining like what happened in J.R. Smith's mind while this is two of them.
Imagining what happens in
exactly.
J.R. Smith's mind.
It's like, what's he thinking? Like, okay, well, I'll just probably shoot 30 times for no reason. That'll be my plan.
It's not me.
It's not good to not have a leader.
So, Katie, who is more out of line, LeBron or Dan Shaughnessy?
Who's more out of line? Well, Shaughnessy's job is to say stupid shit and get people angry. So I'll say LeBron's out of line. Honestly, I'm sick of this guy. I know we're supposed to be
Wouldn't
like,
you too?
yay, he's such a human. And I know, like, I talked to McMenamin about it, and he, like, said really nice things about him. But, like, what are you fucking doing? I hate a guy who thinks he doesn't need a coach. Those are always people who need a coach the most.
He's never really had one. I mean, in his whole time in the league, his best coach was probably Spoelstra. So
Can you imagine him on a team with, like, if he was under Pop? Like, what?
Right,
How
yeah.
does that go?
Phil
if LeBron's on
Jackson,
the
yeah.
Spurs.
Right. Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, would you want to believe that, like, well, Pop would get him to buy in, or is it like LeBron wouldn't even buy into Pop?
I don't know.
I don't know.
it's a good question.
I can't tell if it's that he can't find a coach that he respects and he's like looking for one and he thinks they're dumb, or if it's that he won't ever respect anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He won't ever respect a coach or an authority figure. I don't know, it's just a dangerous, toxic way to live your life. Get help,
sure.
LeBron. All right, before we get to our next category, guys, I want to tell you about Casper, an online retailer of obsessively engineered mattresses at a shockingly fair price. Casper mattress is a one-of-a-kind, a new hybrid mattress made in America that combines premium latex foam with memory foam, so you get the right sink, just the right sink and just the right bounce, with the two technologies coming together for better nights, and brighter days. Doesn't that just sound lovely?
Could use some of those.
Mattresses can often cost well over $1,500, which is a lot of money, but Casper mattresses cost between $500 for a twin, $750 for a full, $850 for queen, and $950 for a king. Comparing that to industry averages, that's an outstanding price point. And buying a Casper mattress is completely risk-free. This is the best part. You can try sleeping on a Casper mattress for 100 days. 100. How many months is that? Like 3 and change.
Yeah.
Unless one of them's February, but like, don't get complicated. With free delivery and painless return. Statistically, lying on a bed for 4 minutes in a showroom has no correlation to whether it's the right bed for you, mainly because other people slept on it too. Gross. Casper understands the importance of truly trying out a mattress that in all reality you're going to spend a third of your life on. And they have a special offer for our listeners. Get $50 towards any mattress purchase by visiting casper.com/garbagetime and using the code GARBAGETIME, all one word, at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
Wow.
All right, Garrett, what do we got left?
Random categories. Carb ADM, March Sadness, Boo York, and Bad Juju.
Okay, let's go Carb ADM,
Carb
Oh,
ADM.
yeah.
Carb
Oh, yeah.
ADM.
which means bread the day
Yeah, it does.
and
Yes,
deep fry
yes, it does.
Yeah.
You took Latin.
Cutlet the day. Go ahead.
Which is the stranger breakfast-related story, Katie? Jim Nantz's toast preferences or
Oh,
Nike
God.
making waffle shoes?
Ooh, I love this category.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, very good.
I love it.
What do you got, producer Matt?
All right, so Nike is releasing a new SB high dunk shoe inspired by chicken and waffles.
Sure are.
Okay, so you guys have seen this. The swoosh is covered in syrup. The texture is waffled. The color of the shoe is sort of like a golden brown toast.
Waffle.
It's sort of like an Eggo.
Waffle.
It's very, the colors are right on.
A waffle color.
They also have a lobster shoe. Kevin Durant has all those other weird shoes like
Peanut
the crab
butter jelly shoe.
Yep.
Crab shoe.
Tweed shoe. Would you wear the shoe?
So the shoe is dope.
It's cool.
Like, hot take.
I really like it.
I hate the swoosh.
Oh, I like that.
I don't like
That's
the
my favorite
syrup.
part of it.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I like the waffle texture and the waffle print.
That
I
is
think it
pretty
looks
cool.
sick.
Yeah.
I would wear that shoe. If
I
had a
would
man,
too.
If I had a man foot.
Yeah.
I don't have a man foot, so I don't have to have this debate. They don't make cool shoes as often for big
Really?
feet.
I did not know that. They should
Yeah,
do that.
They should do that.
My issue here, my issue is that I respect the shoe, but like, is chicken and waffles like really the food that deserves its own shoe?
Also, it's a waffle shoe.
Yeah.
It's a waffle shoe. There's no chicken anywhere
Right.
on that shoe.
Oh, that's an interesting.
So, like,
that's true.
I'm not sure. I think they're trying to appeal to people, and chicken and waffles are hot right now. Like, if you go to brunch, everyone's trying a chicken and waffle, which, by the way, stop doing that because you're not doing it right. I've gotten so much garbage chicken and waffles because everyone's like, oh, it's like truffle oil from a couple years ago. Oh, we're using it. We're going to use a lot of it. Like, yeah, it doesn't smell good or taste good, so stop. Chicken and waffles doesn't mean just you fry chicken and also put it on a waffle. This isn't.
I agree.
Not right.
Yeah.
So anyway, they're calling it chicken and waffle. I'm calling bullshit on that. It's just a waffle shoe.
Yeah, which I'm still in on.
Yeah, no, I'm in
Yeah.
on that too. Just like I don't see why they have to call it something that it isn't.
Yeah.
I just think so many other
infuriates
foods deserve shoes before chicken and
Well,
waffles.
I imagine you have a list there. In
No,
front
I
of you.
don't
What
have
do
a
you-
list. I just feel like pizza should at least get its own shoe before
I'm
chicken
sure
and waffles.
pizza has a shoe.
Okay, we'll see.
French fries. Could get a shoe.
Burgers, like
I'll tell you what, all of these foods have been on my shoes at like 4 a.m. on Saturday
That's
night. I've worn a pizza shoe. I mean, it was pizza mixed with like Chipotle for lunch, but it did get all over my shoe. Okay, Dave, what do you got?
all right. So Jim Nantz,
Best story ever.
he likes
For the record.
he likes his toast burnt. He's so particular about how much he wants it burnt that he carries around a picture of burnt toast in his wallet so he can show servers when he orders at a restaurant exactly how burnt he wants it. He
God.
said, for years, it would arrive limp and tan, which brought breakfast
Don't
to
I know it, Jim Nantz? Don't I know it? Nothing worse than limp and tan.
Oh boy.
He's a, said this would bring breakfast to a standstill when I sent it back, costing
So dramatic.
Costing me 10
know.
minutes a day, which multiplied by 6 days a week is 4 hours a month. That's 48 hours, 2 full days per year for toast.
Fucking Nantz.
So stop ordering toast.
Are you getting toast every single day? Are you never making your own? That math doesn't add up unless every day you're waking up at a Holiday Inn Express and ordering toast from
Get
a
some
server.
goddamn eggs. What's wrong with
Buy
you?
a loaf of bread, Jim Nantz. Make
Don't
your
eat
own
weird
toast.
toast. I have
But
fire on this.
I get where he's coming from with things not being toasted enough. Because as a Massachusetts person, Dunkin' Donuts is our breakfast place. Dunkin' Donuts, if you want your bagel even kind of toasted, you can't say I want it toasted. You have to say you want it double toasted. Put it through twice. That's what you say. Put it through twice. And even then, it's just the edges. If you say burn it, it's going to come back kind of toasted. The same way Jim Nantz is doing the math of like how much time he's wasting, the restaurant is doing that math of how long they're going to have to stand there with your toast. It's kind of labor intensive.
Yeah.
Is
Because
it?
you can't put it in the toaster and like leave and check on your other tables because the toast will come up, it'll get cold, and then the butter won't melt.
True.
That's why sometimes you get toast without butter on it. Trust me, I can know all the stories. So they don't want to sit back there and have to babysit your fucking toast. I get it. But also, I'm not sure that showing a waitress like, oh, check out I'm so proud of my children. Just kidding. This is how I want my toast. Make sure it's this dark. I don't think the waitress is then going to be like, I respect this man. I think they're going to be like, well, wait till you see what I put in your eggs.
But he said, it's funny. He says, I do get some strange looks, but now my toast arrives black and scary, just the way I like it.
Which is great, but I mean, I think the dark undertone here is, will Jim Nantz ever know if he's having a stroke?
What?
When you have a stroke, you smell burnt toast.
Really?
Oh, is
That's
that
how
a
you know
thing?
you're having a stroke.
I smell waffle shoes.
Is that what you smell? The shoes or the waffle?
Just the shoes. Yeah.
Chicken? No.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You've never heard that if you smell
I
burnt
have
toast?
never
and
heard
it's-
that.
Are you guys fucking kidding? That's a really serious medical thing.
I've heard that.
Yeah. Thanks,
I've
Garrett,
never
for leaving
heard
me high
that.
and dry out
I'll never
there.
know.
Wow.
Let's let the,
Maybe Jim Nantz
conversation
has a
evolve.
stroke every
Conversation
day.
didn't evolve. It literally hit a brick wall.
Anyways,
Really, really angry right now. It was a good stroke joke.
so Katie, which is the stranger breakfast story? Jim Nantz's toast preferences or Nike making waffle shoes?
Much like when pizza is on a bagel. When chicken is on waffles, you can eat chicken and waffles anytime. It's not necessarily a breakfast food. Therefore, ergo, vis-a-vis, Jim Nantz's burnt toast story is weirder. Tweet at me how good that stroke joke was, because I'm like really devastated right now. It's
We
like,
totally left
I
you
was like
hanging.
waiting for one of you to make it. I'm like, I gotta get this in before they make the joke. Like, does he carry it? Forget it. I'm so heartbroken right now. So heartbroken though, I'm gonna take a break. So before we get to our final category, here's a quick word from our sponsor, Wix.
When you're running your own business, you're bound to be busy. Too busy. Too busy worrying about your budget. Too busy scheduling appointments. Too busy to build a website for your business. And because you're too busy, it has to be easy. And that's where Wix.com comes in. With Wix.com, it's easy for you to create your stunning website. Go to Wix.com and create your website today. It's easy and free. That's Wix.com.
Okay, what do we have left? Garrett.
Remaining categories: March Sadness, Boo York, and Bad Juju.
Let's do bad juju.
Bad Juju. Who has worse karma? D'Angelo Russell or the New Orleans Pelicans?
Oh!
God, this is
This
just
is a good
loaded.
one.
This is loaded.
Oh my God, this is so loaded. Ford, hit me.
All right,
Yeah.
Katie. I'm here to tell you a little bit about the New Orleans Pelicans.
All right.
They've suffered a ton of injuries this year. Their players have missed a total of 262 games from injury, which
Haven't
is
they had
insane.
they've started 38 different starting lineups?
I believe that.
28?
It's something
It's
so
like
crazy
a
like that.
crazy number.
So 2 more players went down this week, and the coach of the team, Alvin Gentry, maybe jokingly asked, for help from French Quarter residents, suggesting that a voodoo doctor might be needed to help the team. But here's the thing, several voodoo doctors have said that they wanted to help.
Yeah. Yes.
Huge basketball
Yes.
fans. voodoo
Huge
doctors.
basketball fans.
They love
A
basketball.
lot of voodoo doctors are ready to come to the Smoothie King Center, which is the real name of that stadium,
Yeah.
to help the
Yeah,
team
the
out.
Smoothie King himself was a voodoo
Yeah.
king.
This is a true story.
That's how he.
He's the villain in
ruled.
True Detective, I think.
Yes.
So a real voodoo doctor whose name is Belfazar Ashanti-son said that the team is jinxed and that they're surrounded by negative energy, but that he can help. Another voodoo doctor named Cinnamon Black,
Cinnamon Black.
who once did a ritual to prevent Drew Brees, friend of the show, from suffering the Madden curse, says she thinks
Did it work?
negativity about the owner, Tom Benson's lawsuits, is dragging the team down.
Wow.
Are the Pelicans
That's really
cursed?
insightful from Cinnamon Black.
I love this story
Yeah.
so much.
I love having a cup of cinnamon black with my chicken and waffles.
And my burnt toast.
I was gonna say that's how color takes his coffee, Cinnamon Black. So did they? What does a voodoo doctor do?
You have a lot of questions.
I know. I don't want to screw this up.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure the voodoo doctor contingent on Twitter will be very
well,
angry.
actually, voodoo doctor.
Is voodoo the one that you put the pins in the dolls?
I think so.
Shit. Yeah. Yes. Garrett's saying yes.
I think that's right.
Okay.
I think it's just an overall other things they do too,
Like
not
a
just the
dark art.
pins. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So so what would a voodoo doctor do to help a? Have they done anything, or
don't
they
know.
they just liked being contacted for a comment in this ESPN.com article?
It couldn't possibly be that angle.
No.
But I
No
will
way.
say, maybe that's the reason Eric Gordon's been so injured for the last 5 years, is a voodoo doctor's ripping the doll
Poking.
into 20 million pieces.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Hopefully
This is
they
a
leave
weird-
Anthony Davis alone, but
It's a weird story.
yeah,
I'm not quite sure what to do with it.
it's pretty baffling,
Yeah.
I'd say.
But I mean, at that, I guess you reach a point of being that desperate that you're like, anybody
Right.
help?
Yeah.
I feel like this happened, I feel like we covered this on Crowd Goes Wild in relation to something. Like a baseball team that had a something come in and bless the whole stadium. I really don't remember, and I should
gonna
have
have to figure
Googled
it
it. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
I just imagine Gentry
All the people who watch Crowd Goes Wild will tweet in about what that
for
was.
sure.
Big shout to my
Right,
mom.
right.
I'm just
Got that
picturing
Twitter account
I'm
at
picturing
Nolan.
Gentry being so anyone want to help, and then Cinnamon Black showing up and Gentry being I was kidding about that. I don't want you to perform
Oh, if
some
she
ritual.
shows up, and I'm assuming it's a she, actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Probably.
If she shows up, you better let her do her thing, or else you're going to lose the rest of your team.
That's true.
Good point.
What's the other story, Easton? This one is so much.
So obviously they have
There's
that.
so much here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pelicans have bad karma, but so does D'Angelo Russell.
So bad.
For people who don't know, D'Angelo Russell, Lakers rookie point guard, secretly filmed a conversation with teammate Nick Young, where Nick Young was talking about being with women other than his fiancee Iggy Azalea.
Iggy is.
There are a few moments from it has Russell asking Young, "You was 30 and she was 19," and that was about a girl Young had said he met at a nightclub. And then he asks Young, "What about Amber Rose?" And Young says, "No, she knows my girl." Apparently this was a prank, because the video ends with, "I'm glad you told my video all that." I would have gone with, "You just got rustled." Somehow the video got released, and now no one on the Lakers is will talk to Russell.
Well, so
It's
have
straight
you
Mean
seen
Girl
it?
style.
Because I can't find it.
I can't find it
I've
either.
seen people
Yeah, it
recap
disappeared.
what happened.
Yep.
Right.
And I've heard a bunch of old dudes in sports media try to understand social media of maybe it was a snap face. So as the younger group here, was it a Snapchat and that's why it's gone?
It was a snap apparently, and
But
he
snaps
claims
aren't that long.
right. Well, he claims now that he was hacked.
I
Of
don't understand.
course.
That's not how
This
hacking
story's
works.
evolving
He got
every
hacked
minute.
by someone else who was talking to Nick Young. That doesn't make any sense.
No,
You
it's-
can't upload a video to Snapchat. So maybe it was Instagram.
No, I think it was. He said, I think, that he thought because it was on Snapchat that no one would see it.
That is the dumbest thing I've
Then
probably
he was
ever
like,
heard.
"Oh no, I got hacked." So he knew what he was doing. Basically, is what we can infer, right?
Yeah,
For sure.
and so now no one will sit with him
It's-
at the team.
Yeah,
Facility.
It's straight out of Mean Girls. No one will sit with him at breakfast. He went and apparently sat down next to Lou
Should get those
Williams.
chicken and
and then
waffles.
Yeah, you should.
Lou Williams got up right away as soon as he sat down. It's straight out of
What the fuck are you, Lou Williams?
straight out of a
sit
movie.
Down.
Can I just paint this picture a little further? This all happens I think right before the Jazz Lakers game the other night, where the Jazz beat the Lakers by 50 points.
God, so
And that game, Kobe Bryant's waving goodbye, it's been great. He doesn't care about any of this
At all.
He's throwing his armband into the crowd, and people are sniffing it. I'm sure you saw that video. And on the other end of the bench, the team is at war, and Kobe just doesn't care. Can you imagine that work environment? It must be terrible.
It was already terrible. The Lakers are a fucking mess. If you're D'Angelo Russell, what is your why? Why'd you do that?
I don't know. I
Are you
mean,
just the worst?
I think you're the worst if you're doing that. I think so.
Because this is the second of a cheating story this week about pertaining to basketball. There was that person whose name is Party Next Door,
Yeah,
who was
gosh.
sleeping with whatever, and he posted a picture with the girl. I'm why is no one talking about the fact that? And then it's interesting that this happened because now everyone's talking about why you would post it. Why are people posting these things? Just get off the internet with it?
I guess.
Right? It's supposed to be like a secret.
I guess.
Yeah, it's just so weird that like, it's like if he thought, it seems like he really this was like a prank he was doing. Like,
It's not a good prank.
It's so fucked up as a
not a
prank.
good
Be like, haha, I filmed you talking about cheating on your fiance. Like that was the
Like
punchline that he was going to go with.
April Fool.
Like,
Yes,
I don't-
right. I love the idea of Lakers fans still thinking that like Kevin Durant would sign there with a team atmosphere
yeah.
like this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who would walk into something like
But
It's a
that?
mess.
how does Russell get out from under this?
You
Like,
don't.
I don't know how this
have to
ends.
trade
This
him
is like that
at this
dreaded
point.
moment in high school where you took a joke too far, and you know that
Yeah.
you got that feeling in your gut of like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have done that. And there's no going back. You just wait until the next person takes a joke too far, and you're like, whoop, I'm safe. People forgot about that stupid thing I
Yeah.
did because he did something stupid. Luckily, NBA players seem to be fucking up at like at record pace right now, and so I think he might be out of it soon. But on that team, there's just nothing. Like,
There's no
what
way.
are you gonna do,
So whose karma's worse then?
Garrett? I don't know.
D'Angelo Russell, New Orleans Pelicans.
I'm gonna say that the Pelicans are having a very bad luck season, but I don't know that they did anything to deserve it, and I feel bad, and hopefully Voodoo can help them. That's a sentence I'm saying on my sports podcast. You know, hopefully the Voodoo thing really works
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
And I'm not,
hopefully-
and it's not like
yeah.
a name of a player or something that they might draft. Hopefully this Voodoo thing really comes together for them, and they
Yeah,
turns
Cinnamon
them
Black.
right around. Yeah, I hope Cinnamon Black can really. No, I'm gonna say it's 1,000% D'Angelo Russell. Like, what are you doing? You're not
Yeah.
making any friends, and I don't understand that at all. Also, like every athlete cheats, and it's kind of dope that now it's starting to be a thing where we all know. Suck it, athletes, right?
Oh, show.
Right.
Balthazar Ashanti's son.
Yeah.
I've been wondering what she was going to do after she had that single with Ja
Yeah,
Rule,
yeah.
and then
That's her
she
son.
just kind of faded
Balthazar.
Also, a great place to get chicken and waffles in the city is Balthazar.
out. Balthazar.
Good New
You
York
heard
joke.
that new
Really good New
Ashanti
York
song?
Didn't she die in a plane crash?
Wow, that was Aaliyah? That was Aaliyah. So,
That was Aaliyah?
Yeah, it was.
if it wasn't, you think that was a thing you'd say anyway?
Good. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
so good.
Didn't we lock her in a dumpster? She got out. All right, Garrett, what categories didn't we choose?
The unused categories. March Sadness, which is a bigger mistake, not picking a national champion in your near perfect
Oh,
bracket.
that poor guy.
I know. I feel so bad
Oh,
for
that
him.
poor guy.
First time I ever filled out a
Yeah.
bracket.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the story? Should we, what's the,
Yeah.
sorry, say the other option.
Or picking a new singer for one shining moment.
Oh my God, this is a good category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the story is that there's a guy,
man,
he's
do
got
we
the
have fire
best,
here.
he's the best bracket on Yahoo,
Right.
but he forgot to pick a champion.
Exactly.
And he even put in a final score,
Yep.
he just didn't pick a champion. And I will go ahead and say, I blame Yahoo for that.
Me too.
Because when I was putting in mine, I'm like, all right, so what else do I have left to do? The score's right there. But the winner is up at the top.
Yep.
So when you're clicking on them and they keep moving down the bracket, you feel like, oh, good, I picked that one. And the winner one doesn't really move anywhere. It's very confusing. And that poor fucking guy.
Sucks.
But
Yeah.
don't you feel like if he said that the final score would be like whatever, they could pick the winning score and be like, he clearly thought blank was going to
But
win?
it doesn't
because he's-
say, it just has a score. It doesn't say for which team. It just is
Isn't
like,
it under the teams?
no, it's because
No.
the
I
teams
think
are
it's just the score,
Yeah, it
yeah.
just
Oh
says
my
like
God.
68, 66 or whatever.
So
It's
if you're
not-
him, would you rather you nailed the score, like you got it exactly right,
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
or that you got it exactly wrong?
I would want to be like nowhere near having win this.
Because
Like, right.
it'd be a personal victory to be like, I got it all right, and that's insane.
Yeah, I would be like, if
It
I
also would be
lose
like, I
50
just lost 50
grand
grand.
because I forgot to do this, I hope if I were him, I'd be like, I want the wrong teams in the finals. I want no part of
Yeah.
this at all.
That's sort of like that conversation we had about would you rather your team lose and never make it to the postseason, or like make it all the way to the end and lose at the last minute?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm on team never make it.
And the other option was what? March Sadness. Oh, new singer for One Shining Moment.
Okay, that is not acceptable.
Why?
There can never be a replacement for Luther Vandross in One Shining Moment.
Didn't What's-Her-Face do it one year?
And everyone hated it, so they changed it back because it is the perfect 3 minutes of sports. It is the only thing on this
hate it.
earth that still moves my jaded heart.
And I'm the only
You
person.
hate it?
I hate it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we need to talk
It's
about
not
it.
a good song.
Talk to me about why you don't
It's a
like
bad
it.
song. It's like I like a nice highlight reel of. Now we can't. Now we're getting sued.
Come on.
So
What's there to
bad.
dislike about this?
Everything.
It's highlights.
I know.
It's emotional. There's so much emotion.
Yeah.
There's so much feeling.
Yeah, but I don't want sadness in my highlight reel. I
It
want
takes
like
the whole spectrum.
dun, dun, dun,
And
dun,
Luther.
dun, dun, dun. Like I want it. I'm fucking hyped. It's highlights. It's like
But it's
the
over.
peak of sport.
It's over. We experienced it
shining
together.
moment.
It was one shining moment.
One shining moment.
They
It's
tried so
propaganda to make you
hard.
feel better about the fact you just watched a bunch of kids who made
Come on.
absolutely
It's already
no money.
over. It's like saying you don't want to waste paper and,
No,
and
it's
you
like
buy
saying
10
one
notebooks.
shining
It's
moment,
already
like,
over.
oh, wasn't this a great, really rewarding experience? Not financially, because you're, student athletes, but you got rewarded in experience. You had that one shining moment. Give them a shining coin. Fucking pay them.
This
for
isn't
one
about
shining
them.
moment.
This is about me.
Oh.
It's a reward for watching this whole tournament for a month, getting nothing out of it, putting all this money into brackets allegedly, and then watching this, feeling amazing, feeling this whole journey that we all went on together.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It
get
moves
yelled
me.
at. No one. I've never found a single person who goes, "Yeah, I agree. I'm out on that song," but I just don't like it. But I will say, I'm not going to like it more when someone else sings it. It's still going to be stupid.
How can you change from Luther Vandross? The only acceptable replacement, maybe Brian McKnight. Only replacement. I will accept Brian McKnight, but it will take some time. It'll take another 30
Like
years.
a dream come true.
Yeah, all right, I'm in.
All
You
right.
convinced me. But
Cool.
best moment in sports every year.
No,
With a little Masters promo at the end of it.
Oh God.
Gosh, it makes me feel stuff for
two of-
once.
two of the worst.
So jaded.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm really sorry. Anyway, what's the last category we didn't
I
get?
don't really know where
The
to go
last
from
one
here, guys.
was Boo York, and that is which baseball star are New Yorkers more conflicted about, A-Rod or Matt Harvey?
Matt Harvey, who had a thing in his bladder because he doesn't pee enough.
Exactly.
He has
That's right.
to learn to pee more often, he said. Okay. I learned that as a baby,
Yeah,
but fine.
it's another reason to make those games shorter.
Yeah,
It doesn't pee for 4.5
but you don't want to
hours.
pee in the middle of a game because then you might like a picture on Instagram like Panda and get in a ton of trouble. And then who? A-Rod.
I mean, yeah, because A-Rod is now dating a billionaire. I don't know if you saw that part.
So, okay, you see dating a billionaire.
Yeah.
I see 40-year-old A-Rod is dating a 42-year-old woman. There are only a couple things A-Rod could do to finally get me to go, wow, I respect him. And that's it. But then also you see that she's a billionaire. It's like, well, maybe that's why. But like he went out to eat with a 42-year-old. She's the ex-wife of a founder of Google.
Sergey
Yep.
Brin.
And
Marilyn
PDA. Like made out with a 42-year-old woman in a restaurant. Most of you fucking men are like, oh, I'm A-Rod. I'm going to bang 21-year-olds. Give them a gift basket. Like my mentor. But not A-Rod. A-Rod is fucking a 42-year-old, or maybe allegedly, he's at least making out with. Actually, PDA is vague. Maybe he grabbed a titty at the table. I have no idea.
Maybe
Yeah,
he
we
did.
did-
I mean, you don't know. He
Can't
rolls.
confirm or
Caught
deny,
a
yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like the idea of A-Rod dating someone for their money. It's like that's the only
If
way he's
anyone
met
would,
anyone.
I feel like it's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't tell. This story either makes me respect him a ton, or like, oh God, you're really gonna just date someone because you want their billions of dollars.
Basically, how every Yankee fan feels about A-Rod. It's like, I hate you, but I kind of like you, but I hate you also.
Yeah. So I would pick A-Rod since the question was more. This story makes me more conflicted about him and his existence. He still hasn't gotten me that black lab puppy, so he can fuck himself as far as
That was the best. You want a black lab? I'll buy you a black lab. He just said that
Mike,
to you.
so stop the segment and go now and get me a black lab immediately.
He's like, let me
You
just
said
hit
I
up my
can't.
billionaire girlfriend to pay for that.
That was one of those moments where you're like, wait, that's really Alex Rodriguez, and wait, he's so rich.
Okay, everybody, that was Pick Your Poison. Remember to make your choices in our Twitter polls, because why wouldn't you want to participate? Don't be the kid who sits in the back of the class and never raises his hand. What's that kid doing now? Probably owns Twitter.
Probably. Yeah. I think we saw him.
It's like participating in school really wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
All you ever did was set yourself up for failure. Okay, it's time for junk mail.
You've got junk mail.
What do we got?
Katie, this week's junk mail question comes from Christian.
Who
who's-
is not Jamaican?
Nope, his
That's
handle,
his handle.
is
It's not
at
Jamaican?
not Jamaican. He wants everyone to know he is definitely not Jamaican.
Did you see his
He
photo?
wants it to be
Does he
very
look
clear.
Jamaican?
No, not at all.
Change your handle, bro.
I wonder why he has to make that distinction. Maybe
know.
he bobsleds.
Yeah, and everyone's like, oh, so you must be Jamaican. He
Thanks,
just,
Ash.
yeah. So, not Jamaican asks, what song would you be the most embarrassed of if your iPod was hooked up to speakers and on shuffle?
God, this is such a great question.
Such a great question.
I love it.
Especially because whenever we're getting ready to film the show, Garrett always plays Timber by Kesha because it's the only song we had loaded into like our computer. And so this season, I would just I would pick a song I liked, which was usually I'd start with Rick Ross, Hustlin'.
Yep.
And then my iPod just naturally is on shuffle, and I would always get caught up doing something else, and then a really embarrassing song would come on next. Because my iPod doesn't make any sense, like at all.
You have a wide
Yeah. So what are like
eclectic taste.
what
That's a
are
good thing.
some of those songs that come to mind?
So like, all right, so we can't play any of them because we'll get in trouble, but I can skip through. So like I got The Used is the first one that comes up.
The you.
Yeah.
How does that go?
No, it's the name of a band. And then my next one when I push skip is 100, the song by The Game with Drake.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the next song that comes up, well, that's The Used again. That's weird. I don't have that much to use. Then we've got
love The Used.
Paper Airplane by Angus and Julia Stone. Great song. Skip again. We've got Planning a Prison Break by The Receiving End of Sirens. I'm sure none of you have ever heard
I'm
that
0
song
for
in your
5
life.
so far.
Then we got Who Knew by Lil Dicky.
0 for 6.
Oh God, I won't. This is it. This is the most embarrassing song that
Here we
comes
go,
up
here we go.
on my iPod. So there's this song, and it's really catchy, and it's old, and my friend in high school loved it, and it's got this really embarrassing lyric in it. And I'm making too many excuses. It's catchy as fuck. It's called Go Go Girl. It's by a man named Napalm, who I believe is a white rapper. And the line in the song is, "She had swag for days, dropping booty grenades." And it gets stuck in your head, but it's so catchy. I'll play it for you when this is over. I'm not proud at all to have that on my phone. There's no like, oh, weird, how'd that get on there? And it makes you look cool. This doesn't make me look cool. This is super fucking embarrassing. I don't know where she found it. I've never heard of this Napalm character again in my life.
Great name. Great name.
So that's probably. So then we
That's
get back
amazing.
to cool songs like "Bust a Move" by Young MC comes on after that.
Very good.
Then we've got something from the Eminem show. It's Curtains Up. Then we got Soldier, Frank Ocean, Pink Matter, dope song.
Very good.
Such a good song. Then we've got Thoughts of a Dying Atheist by Muse. None of this makes
Good band.
any sense. Then we got Drake, Furthest Thing, I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston, because sometimes you go through a breakup and you just gotta, if I
That was fire.
stay,
Wow.
I would own. Yeah, I know.
Wait,
So,
wait, coach.
Wow. That was beautiful.
thank you.
If there's one thing on this earth I love, it's when Katie sings.
It makes you irrationally happy
Oh my
because
God.
it's so bad.
No, it's the best. You're so good.
Wale, the Doobie Brothers. Oh, Pimpin' All Over the World by Ludacris.
Oh
Who
my
doesn't
God.
love that song?
Favorite song.
More Frank Ocean, Calvin Harris, Big Pimpin',
This all makes sense.
Childish
Yeah.
Gambino. Like
Right.
my iPod makes no sense. Say Anything. So that's it. Vampire Weekend. Like none of this makes sense. That's why I freeze up when someone says like, "What kind of music do you like?" I'm like, I don't know how to answer this
know.
because I listen to classic rock, but I also listen to Drake, and then I also
Which is
listen
fine.
to The Receiving End of Sirens, who aren't even a band anymore.
Yeah, and also Napalm.
And then, shit. But you guys have to answer now too. What's the most embarrassing song that comes on?
Yeah, I mean, mine is definitely anything from the Hamilton soundtrack.
No, but Hamilton's
it's
like
more your
cool
performance.
Yeah, that does the
Hamilton's
best.
cool now.
Okay. But yeah, it's cool now, but still, it's like weird when you're like, just like have a mix on in your apartment and all of a sudden like a ballad from it starts
Yeah,
starts
that's
playing.
fair.
So it's like, oh, this is the part where Hamilton has cheated on his wife Eliza and she finds out, so she's burning all his letters. That's a weird thing to
Spoiler alert.
explain.
Or any of the stock music we've downloaded from Jingle Punks that automatically goes into
That's
your
all
iTunes.
my
It
iTunes
comes
on this
on at a
computer,
party
yeah.
and you're like, sorry, this was a segment we did. It was actually about dogs. And, never mind, you're right, I'll skip it. What about you, Ford?
Mine's probably One Shining Moment. Oh wait, I'm so proud of that because it's the best song ever made.
You know what else I have that's pretty embarrassing? I have a lot of Disney songs.
Yeah.
Just random Disney songs. Like Beauty and the Beast.
I respect that.
Like, is that Peebo Bryson? Beauty and the Beast.
Maybe he should sing One Shining Moment this year.
The
Is
Candlestick?
he alive? Is Peebo Bryson alive?
No, he
Last time
died
I
in a
heard his
plane
name was.
crash.
Oh, really?
Two artists in a plane crash jokes that will both
The
come.
last time I heard Peebo Bryson's name was when Nicki Minaj said, "Peebe, who's Peebo Bryson? 2 years ago, I renewed my license," which is the best rap lyric
yeah.
ever. What goes through her
Fire.
head?
Fire.
Who's Peebo Bright?
Garrett, what's yours?
Radiohead. Lots of Radiohead.
Do you
Garrett,
have
what
mine?
do you
Love
got?
Radiohead.
Everything in your iPod is embarrassing.
No, I got great music. I think Princess
Envy
and
on the
Frog,
Coast. Shout to Envy on the Coast. What?
a song from Princess and the Frog that I have on my Friday playlist. When We're Human. It's really good to listen to on
That's
Friday.
on my Spotify too, because I follow all yours.
There you
So
go.
that's both our
When You're
answers.
Human?
When We're Human.
When We're Human.
Listen to that on Friday. Try not to feel good.
Okay. God, none of you are as bad as Napalm. Go listen
that
to that
one.
song and you'll be like, okay, I do get that this is catchy, but at the same time, it's trash. It's catchy trash, which is a working title for this show. Trash, but you'll like it at least once. God, I wish I didn't admit any of this. That's it, guys, for the podcast. We will be back to do this again next week. Remember to check out the Dave McMenamin podcast from Tuesday. Seriously, especially if you're a basketball fan. He's a huge basketball nerd, and it's pretty cool.
Really good.
On next week's pod, I chat with Daily Show correspondent Roy Wood Jr. Be on the lookout for that. That was really fun. He's a funny
Awesome dude.
fucking guy
Very
with an
funny guy.
interesting story. He's just really interesting to me. Cool. Make sure to subscribe on iTunes to this wonderful podcast. Rate it. Leave a comment. Only if it's 5 stars. Only if the comment's positive. Because at this point, we're best friends. And that would be really rude as my best friend to not write nice things and give it 5 stars. Like, don't be D'Angelo Russell. Thanks.
Yes.
Be a good friend. But you can also listen on Art19, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play. Something crazy I probably haven't even heard of is that's out there that people listen to podcasts on. You guys are like, technology is evolving too quickly for me. Thank you to producer Matt.
And Balthazar Ashanti son to you too.
And producer Dave.
And a cinnamon black to you.
And
That
producer
was
Garrett.
unplanned. Very good.
Thanks for having me.
And a napalm to you, sir. And Ashley on the sound mix. Thanks for being here. Thanks to all of you for listening. Bye. Love you. Mean it.